Man goes to war. Let the story commence. Craig got a letter through the door. You have been drafted into war. This thing happened, then that thing happened, that led to this, that led to that. World War III. And all the countries said, let's not use nukes, because if we do, there'll be nothing left for anybody to win. It's a bit like, I don't know, spitting in a drink or something like that. It's like, no, it's not like that at all. There'll be nothing left to take. There'll be nothing left to take. So they all went like that, right? No nukes, we'll just do it. Everything has to be hand to hand. One thing led to another. It went in the other way. See, everybody's so anti-nuke, they went like that, right? No nukes, because then lots of people die. And then they went, all right, and we'll just use like the usual bombs and they went, do you know what, actually, since we're getting rid of it, we're not allowing nukes, how's about we're not allowed to do bombs and drones and all this shit either? It's so impersonal and it's so prone to, civilian casualties and things like that. Right. Guns then. Just guns. Even bullets. It's a bit risky. What then? Swords. And then they were considering just hand to hand. For the whole of the Third World War, hand to hand. And then they thought it's actually, they played it out in a simulation. And it's actually worse than bombs in terms of the brutality. So they went like, right, let's do swords then. Let's go back to the swords idea. So everybody is allowed maximum, in terms of weapons, swords as the official weaponry. So it's back to swords. Spears were allowed. You're not allowed anything. They said we're not allowed, nobody's allowed any weapons that were not. You're not allowed any weapons that weren't already available at like the 1600s. Something like that. Like, I don't know when the medieval days were. Feudal weapons, about before gunpowder, maybe about 1,000 guns then. Alright, 1,000. The year 1000, you're not allowed anything. You're not allowed any weapons. The year it was called the 1000 rule. Right? Muskets, bows and arrows, swords, things like that. Right? You're allowed contraptions and stuff like that, but so none of that. Not even allowed, and see, in terms of communication devices, you're not even allowed that. Electricity, nothing electric. You can have what do you call it? Jousting fucking poles and things like that. Anybody who doesn't, war crimes, hanged. If you're seen so much as looking at your phone, hanged. Hanged or shot up against a wall. Right there and then, by your own lot. Right away. That's it. So I need something for it. By the way, I welcome your suggestions for maybe something else to put there. I don't think the mirror ball, the glitter ball, the disco ball is going to last. Something to go there. I could put a wee gif there. A wee gif or something. A chandelier. Chandelier would be nice. Chandelier. Aye. Hanging plant. I think I've been a wee bit daft for the plants already. Look, we've even got this. So, so, so Craig got a letter. You've been drafted. Craig was like, I'm getting drafted into the war. I'm fucking 47. Same age as me. I'm 47. Drafted in. So they went like that. Right, so have you ever used a sword before? A sword? No. What, is that true? What I heard in the news? It's just going to be weapons that were used up to the year 1000, but not beyond. I thought that was a joke. No, it's real. It's so we don't end up like with advanced, horrific technology, weaponry, end up obliterating the whole planet. So it's hand to hand, or it's like swords and things like that. I thought that was a joke. I know you said it's not a joke. Was not a joke. Was not a joke or joke. You fucking joke. You had to go down to England for it. And they're all like, hey, you got another fucking jock in? Hey, jockey! Scotty! They called him Scotty and Jockey and things like that. That was his nickname. You know what the fucking army's like? You know what the army's like? It's Scotty. Get Scotty to do it. Like Star Trek. I know his name's Montgomery Scott, but so they train him in how to use a sword, and he was fucking good. All these younger ones weren't that good, and he was good. And they were like, how can you be so good at using a sword when you're kind of older and slower and all that? It's to do with, see, when swords were first made back in the old days, back in medieval days, it wasn't actually only older people who were allowed to use it. So the way they were made actually goes really well with the way that, you know, kind of middle-aged sort of people move and all that. They're a bit too, it's to do with the weight and the movement required and the thought. So if you try and do it too quick, younger people are a bit impatient, they want everything new. You try that with a sword, you're dead. Because you can't move it as quick as what you want. You end up going like that, and you know, it falls behind you. You're like, oh no, I end up cutting your back. It cuts your fucking back open. So they went like, perfect. And here's what World War III was. It wasn't. It was mad what they did. They came to a decision that at the end of the day, we're all the same. At the end of the day, all people are the same. And the things that we fight are, the things that we think are right and wrong just now will be different in 500 years from now. So what's the fucking point in any of it? What's the point in any of it? We just want a fucking scrap. So here's what we'll do. How's about for a month, we'll make it the North. So they just lost it. How's about for a month, we'll make it. So see the thing that triggered World War III, they then went like that. Right, let's forget about that. None of it matters. None of it matters at all. So how's about this? So we're no like going like that. You know, how's about this? For the first month, we make it the Northern Hemisphere against the Southern Hemisphere. So there's the equator, and every cunt to the north is against every cunt for the south, and vice versa. Like that. So do that for a month. And then in month 2, it's every cunt to the east of the Greenwich Mean Time, Greenwich line, GMT sort of line. Every cunt to the east of that, all the way to the other side of the world, against everybody to the west of that. till whatever it is that they're all saying about a bit fucking New Zealand or something, whatever it is. So you'd have people. You've got people like other side of world, Greenwich. Is it Greenwich? Aye. Let's see. Take time. Take time. Is this because I'm using a fucking VPN? Right, I left the fucking VPN on. Hurry up! What is this shite? 180th meridian. What's going on? Right, close it then. Dateline doesn't quite follow the... Well, what's the... Am I not getting... Right, here we go. Right, so what... Is this... Is this the other side of the world in terms of GMT? Is it? No, it isn't. Then what is? So, only for a month? Well, they went by this, alright? They went by this. They went by this. Even if it's right or wrong, they went by this. So you had that there, look. You had one part of Russia right there. Fighting the rest of Russia. For a month. And you had that, what would that be like, kind of Fiji, Cook Islands or whatever, run about there. Some of the islands against some of the other ones, and pretty bad. And then they went like that, right, he knew like, this is fucking mad now, what? We'll make it like 45 degrees. So you got north versus south for a month, east versus west, if you want to call it that. So, by the way, UK, GMT, that fucking line, every in the fucking UK, or Britain, or the island, like fucking east of that, it's fighting the fucking west. It's like Edinburgh versus Glasgow, if they were, it's all that. Earth rotates. No. They drew it up and went like that, right, at this time. In fact, that is what happened. Someone else in chat says Earth rotates, Limmy. That is what happened. Actually. Now that I've remembered. They went like that, right? There's that line, right? 45 degrees will make it. And it's something a bit like that. But listen, I've got a better idea. What? How's about everybody in daylight fights every cunt in darkness? So we do it by the sun. As the planet rotates. And I went, well, how do we do it though? Because if you're in daytime and then you go to fight in the night time, the cunt's in the night time, you're then in night. Who are you? Aye. And somebody said, well, how about if you are in daytime at like midday, then that you're part of the daytime lot. And if you're in darkness at midday, then you're who's in darkness at midday, unless it's constant outside the pole. What, midday local time or midday like GMT? I'm not sure. They went, right, wait a minute, right, hold on a wee second. Right. How's about any cunt who can see the moon versus anybody who can't see the moon at that time? I know, but it's the same with the nighttime thing. If you can see the moon and you're hunting for, and then you don't see the fucking moon. And then they started to go, all right, sit down. This is all getting complicated. And they went, how's about it's just every cunt against everybody? How about that? This is them talking before they've actually met Craig. How about it's just everybody, every man for themselves type of thing? It's just like, just do what you want. Just, you got to kill every cunt. Everybody's got to kill everybody. And then they were like, but is that not like the nuke scenario? Fuck. And they thought about it so much, they went, why don't we just why don't we leave it? And they went, no leaving it now. We're no leaving it now. Got a lot of fucking good boys, fucking riled up, man, ready to go. And if we don't send them into war, they're going to be in Sucky Hall Street and all the rest of it, causing fucking trouble out in the streets. There's going to be fights. We've got to send them in. And they went, right. How's about we make it everybody who... What are you doing? I'm just looking to see something kind of different with people that isn't too bad. Fingernails, no. Not to do with your body. How's about... Right, I've got it. What? Star signs. That's a good one. Star signs. Star signs. Librans, Sagittarians and all that. 12 of them. 12 lots. That's fucking brilliant. That's it. Sagittarian, star signs and all that. Brilliant. And then we can put out like the instructions and propaganda in the horoscopes. So like, let's say like we're like Sagittarians. Let's say we're like Librans. Today will be a good day, but be careful who you choose to befriend. Not everyone who's something, something, something like that, and that will help them maybe or something. Do that, right? And they're all like, I still not into it. Well, we've got to fucking pick something. We've got to pick something to fight here. I just think maybe we should just go back to the drawing board and just start again and go like, right, we want to take care of this country, or we think this is right, and we want to take care of that, or oil, or one of them. There's no fucking point. We're too far in. Right, we just do horoscopes then. I don't like it. I don't like it though. I don't like it either. But we've got to pick something. We'll change it after a month. We'll change it. We'll change it to something else. Right? Never did get into it. So it was people fighting their star signs, and Craig was a Libran, just like me, and he was given swords. And honestly, see, about 2 weeks into it, people started no giving a fuck about star sign stuff. I was just killing every cunt. Every cunt was killing every cunt. They'd all grouped together in their natural wee sort of groups. Just people you fucking get on with. Some people would group together just based on the music that they fucking liked, or where they grew up, something like that. Where are you fae? Shawlands. Oh, I come from near that bit. Do you want to hang? So did you used to go to the village? Aye. What star sign are you? Leo. I'm a Libran. So really we should be killing each other. Aye, but when did you go to the village? Like, I don't know, 90s. Same here. I probably fucking saw you there. Aye. Listen, why don't we'll just team up, right? Aye, fuck it. Like that. People did things like that everywhere. And then orders came in. The orders came in. It was pigeons. They had pigeons drop all the letters down. everybody's to just go for it. Everybody's to just go for it. And then somebody accidentally killed somebody, and then it started the whole thing off with the swords and all that. So eventually, Craig stood up and gave a big speech, just as if he was killing each other, and he stood up, and he was at the top of what was the College of Building and Printing in Glasgow, looking down at George Square, where they're all like fighting. Don't know what it's called now. Oh, fuck off and just work. What is this shite? Work. Work. Why is it taking so long? Why is it taking so long? I'm fucking streaming at this speed. Why is it no? Is this because of this stupid fucking VPN? This is fucking shite. Does this work? That works. Right, does this work? Google.com? I don't want that. I agree to everything. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god! Give me a second. Let me just go to Edge. Bang! There it is, right away. Right away. There it is, right away. You can't see it? Right there. Fucking unreal. Right, there we go. Craig went at the top of that. People Make Glasgow. Which looks down to George Square. And he gave a big speech. And he said, worth the wait, aye. And he said, stop! What are we fighting for? Look at us. How did it come to this? You there, John. Don't you remember the something? Mary, you. Wasn't it you that once said that something to be loved and all the rest of it? And then a third person. And you. Steg. What's it all about? Can you hear a wind greeting it there? And then there was a sound of a child crying. And it was a wee Wayne walking down the street, and the Wayne went like that. Why is everybody fighting? And everybody looked at the blood on them and went, what have we done? Oh my God. Oh my God. And that Wayne grew up to be the mayor. And then Craig woke up and he thought, it was just a dream. That whole thing. He looked in the news, nothing to do with any wars. Nothing at all. Just a dream. But then he looked to the side and there was a sword. The end. What a twister. All the 10 out of 10s are rolling in. All the 10 out of 10s are rolling in. Look at all the 10 out of 10s rolling in there. Thank you. Quite a few people are, you might want to check your keyboard there. Your one button. Is they working very well there? It's like the first time you type 10, the one doesn't work. But if you type 10 again, then it works. You might want to check. It doesn't work first time. I apologise for that story, everybody. I apologise.